Manglawa and welcome to Myanmar Today. I am Henry Zin with the latest news and reports from around Myanmar. Loom brings us the first report on e-trade opportunities and challenges in Myanmar. A report on Kayin's traditional white thread ceremony. Thoda has a story on ASEAN China Fair 2019. Last but not least, a report on Chinese embassy's donation of ambulances for Jiaotou Township. Before we get to the reports, let's take a look at the local news. State Councillor and Union Minister for Foreign Affairs Dawn San Suu Kyi received Azerbaijani Ambassador to Myanmar Mr. Khalil Alavadiev in Naypyidaw on Friday. The officials exchanged views on the matters of strengthening bilateral relation and cooperation between Myanmar and Azerbaijan and the participation of Myanmar at the 18th Summit of Heads of State and Government of Non-Aligned Movement to be held in Baku, Azerbaijan from 25th to the 26th of October this year. The visiting ambassador handed over the invitation letters to the state councillor to attend the Non-Aligned Movement Summit. Present at the meeting were Union Minister for International Cooperation, U Jodin, and the officials from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The donation ceremony of AR-based Grade 1 English textbook companion learning application to the Ministry of Education was held at the Yangon University of Education on Sunday. The donation by the 360 company is to encourage the country's education sector through modern technology and to expand the learning tools for education reform. Through the app, students will be able to learn the correct pronunciation and realistic environment at both schools and home. The app will also help parents assist their children with English lessons. In addition, teachers can apply the app as the teaching aid effectively. 360 addresses the drastic shortage of teachers, learning materials, and learning aid with compelling sets of affordable, innovative, and educational tools to engage and enable learning through multimedia features, 2D, 3D, augmented reality, virtual reality hosted on mobile phones and tablets paired with traditional textbooks, flashcards, and lab kits. That's all with the local news. And here's our first report. Last Friday, Ministry of Commerce conducted a workshop with the title E-Trade Opportunities and Challenges in Myanmar in Yangon. The workshop was joined by officials from the Department of Trade and other business personnel in Myanmar. Following the workshop, the Industry 4.0 revolution was discussed. Loom gives us the details.
The workshop on e-trade opportunities and challenges in Myanmar took place on August 23, 2019. The workshop was aimed to introduce the TradeNet 2.0 to business personnel in Myanmar. It was held at Union of Myanmar Federation of Chambers of Commerce and Industry UMFCCI. U Min, Director General of Department of Trade, Ministry of Commerce, gave the keynote speech at the following workshop.
While carrying out the duties of Ministry of Commerce, our ministry tries to help the private sectors develop. We have also conducted a private and public dialogue to promote and improve the ease of doing business ranking. What I would like to tell is that encouragement of e-trade is highly beneficial when we're doing to develop import and export trading in a country. Moreover, e-trade can be the solution in creating job opportunities and in tackling out poverty reduction. Thus, Ministry of Commerce is trying to help Myanmar develop from one corner.
As a part of e-trade encouragement, import and export services have been carried out since 2004. Before 2004, the issuing license process of import and export was carried out with handwriting paper process. Starting from 2004, the computerized system was introduced to Myanmar. In Myanmar, 75% of trading is done by sea, and the rest of 25% of trading is carried out by border trade, explained U Min, Director General of Department of Trade, Ministry of Commerce. Following the workshop, current implementation process of TradeNet 2.0, which will support National Single Window and Online Service System of Department of Trade, was highlighted. Dr. Myodet, Vice Chairman of Union of Myanmar, Federation of Chambers of Commerce and Industry, UMFCCI, explained, "We are now in the Industry 4.0. and Myanmar will try to catch up with ASEAN through TradeNet 2.0.
As a part of global change, e-trade is very important. So, TradeNet 2.0 was presented in this workshop. Myanmar will be trying to catch up with ASEAN through TradeNet 2.0. We have come across Industry 1.0 machine era, Industry 2.0 where mass production, assembly line, and electrical energy were essential, and Industry 3.0 automation and computer era. Now we have arrived Industry 4.0, which can be known as cyber system, Internet of Things and networks. For example, when it comes to education, skills are more essential than thoughts. So, online learning platform will be so popular. Thus, to catch up with ASEAN, it will be implemented through TradeNet 2.0.
TradeNet 2.0 will help people receive fully services through online, register with single registration number among trading partners, easy access to different Department of Trade, and be able to use the National Single Window via online platform. Following the workshop titled E-Trade Opportunities and Challenges in Myanmar, many of the SMEs and business personnel in Myanmar were presented and got to learn about the current process of Myanmar trading and introduction of e-trade through TradeNet 2.0.
That's a report on e-trade opportunities and challenges in Myanmar. Stay with us as Minton and Thane brings us the second report, and then we'll take a look at the stocks and currency exchange rates right after that. Kayin's traditional white thread ceremony was held in Kunjankong Township, southern Yangon district last Thursday. It was attended by Kayin Ethnic Affairs Minister of Yangon Region, Norban Thinzamyo, and other officials. We find out more in this event, the origin of the tradition, their true values, and above all, their unity. Let's take a look.
Kayin's traditional white thread ceremony, also called Kayin Chibu Pwet Mingala, was held at a monastery in Kongjangong Township in southern Yangon district on 22nd August 2019. Kayin Ethnic Affairs Minister of Yangon Region, Norban Thinzamyo, opened the ceremony by beating their traditional gong, which is also a symbol of Kayin ethnic people. The event was organized by Kayin Literature and Culture Committee of Yangon Region. It was attended by Norban Thinzamyo, Kayin Ethnic Affairs Minister of Yangon Region, regional little representatives, chairman of Kayin Literature and Culture Committee from Southern Yangon District, Man Nyinsei, respective officials, invited guests, and Kayin people. Regional Kayin Ethnic Affairs Minister Norban Thinzamyo explained the meaning of today's event and its great purpose during the opening speech. We've learned that Kayin communities across the country annually hold this kind of event where their elderly people tie white thread around the younger ones' wrists. The aim is to protect from devils and misfortune for the goodness of success throughout the whole year. In her opening remark, Norban Thinzamyo said,
"It is our tradition to tie white thread. The reasons may differ, but all for the good purposes. It is a blessing for the sick for quick recovery, a symbol of love on wedding occasion to tie the knot. For today's event, it is meant to be for unity as well as harmony. Normally we do this event during Myanmar Month of Waka, which is between July and August. If we see someone with white thread on the wrist, we instantly know he or she belongs to our ethnic group. This tradition has been passed down from our ancestors, which means to be the most invaluable heritage for us. So we have historic duty to preserve this lovely culture. We hope next year we can put more effort to do better with all our unity. The theme behind the event is exactly for unity purposes. It has nothing to do with religious belief, just simply showcasing a symbol of our people and their true values. We Kayin people are honest and trustworthy, hardworking, and above all, we have great courage. From here, I request all of you to show our courage and unity in times of need.
The chairman of Kayin Literature and Culture Committee, Myanmar Today from Southern Yangon District, also shared the origin of the tradition.
The essence of white thread is unity and harmony. The tradition has been rooted since the times of our ancestors, back in 4,000 or 5,000 years ago, when they began to enter Myanmar in groups. They devised white thread ceremony to later recognize our people, and that is how the tradition began.
Song Ye-min, a member of Kayin Literature and Culture Committee from Southern Yangon District, shared his knowledge on the occasion.
Our people across the country annually celebrate this event. Every district, township, and even in the remote villages. And here we have been doing this ceremony twice. In 2017 and then in 2019. Other townships in like Khomu and Dundee also annually celebrate.
Myanmar Lai, member of Kayin Literature and Culture from Southern Yangon District, also said,
I'm really happy to see our people have a chance to celebrate the occasion, become aware of its values. Altogether, we should make efforts to move forward.
Dola Lawin, a participant from Chomangay, also said,
I'm very glad to be here and meet our people. Actually, it's not only a special occasion for unity, but also a place of gathering. For me, I wish we could also celebrate in the coming years.
That's a report on Kayin's traditional white thread ceremony. Let's take a look at the currency rates from Myanmar's central bank. $1 is at 1,518 kyats. 1 Chinese renminbi is at 214 kyats. 1 euro is at 1,680 kyats. 1 pound sterling is at 1,853 kyats. 1 Singapore dollar is at 1,095 kyats. 1 Malaysian ringgit is at 362 kyats. 1 Thai baht is at 49 kyats, and the Indian rupee is at 21 kyats. Gold is trading at $1,540. Silver is at $17, and Brent crude oil is at $53. On the Yangon Stock Exchange, FMI dropped 500 and it's at 11,500. MTSH dropped 100 and it's at 4,000. MCB remains at 8,400. FPB remains at 25,000. TMH dropped 50 and it's at 3,050. You're watching MI Radio's Myanmar Today. You can go to our website at miradio.com.mm and listen to our radio programs live on the website. If you're on FM, catch us on 96.1 FM in Yangon, 96.5 in Mandalay, and 96.7 in Naypyidaw. Or you can simply download MI Radio app on both iOS and Android devices so you can listen to our radio programs on the go very conveniently. All right, let's move on to the next report. ASEAN China Fair 2019 was celebrated at ASEAN China Center in Beijing last Wednesday. The Chinese officials and ASEAN communities joined to celebrate the future cooperation between ASEAN and China. One of our reporters, Thoda, who's in Beijing, covered the story on the event.
Hello everyone, this is your reporter Thoda reporting you from MI Radio. The ASEAN China Fair 2019 was kicked off on last Wednesday in Beijing. The fair was organized by the ASEAN China Center (ACC) in order to demonstrate the colorful culture and unique traditional cuisines. And it is also intended to support the future cooperation between ASEAN and China, according to Mr. Chen Dehai, the Secretary General of ASEAN China Center (ACC). He mentioned that ACC wished to provide the platform for lifting the compassion among the friends and great contribution to future cooperation between ASEAN countries and China. The opening ceremony started in the evening with beautiful traditional dances from ASEAN countries like Indonesia, Laos, Thailand, and Vietnam. Also, the Chinese traditional dances from Harbin and Guizhou districts of China were also performed at the ceremony. During the ceremony, Ms. Chen Chen, who is the Executive Vice President of Beijing People's Association for Friendship with Foreign Countries, shared the explanation of the organization's supportiveness for ASEAN-China friendship and her own experiences with the students from ASEAN countries. According to Ms. Chen Chen, Beijing's People's Association for Friendship with Foreign Countries was established 38 years ago, and they have connected with more than 200 friendly organizations from around 60 or 70 countries around the world. As for prominent record, in 2013, the organization produced the Beijing Culture Trip to ASEAN countries and made many events and celebrations along the trip in 17 cities of the 10 ASEAN countries in order to promote the relationship between ASEAN countries and China. The ceremony was followed by the remark of Mr. Lian Jianjun, who is the Consular of China Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
ASEAN-China Year of Media Exchanges. It is the prime time to further our people-to-people and cultural exchanges. Department of Asian Affairs will continue to support institutions like ACC and Beijing People's Association for Friendship with Foreign Countries in co-organizing various activities in cultural, education, media, and other fields. I'm confident that with our joint efforts, more outcomes will be achieved. Since we established dialogue relations 28 years ago, ASEAN and China have always been forging ahead together through thick and thin, bring our cooperation to a new stage of power.
The highlight of the evening was the delicious traditional snacks and cuisines from all the ASEAN countries and China. Most of the food counters and preparations were supported by the embassies of the respective countries. Many of them mentioned that they tried to make their best to get the taste to represent their countries, even though it is hard to find right ingredients on time. At the fair, Myanmar Embassy presented the traditional desserts like tagu with sweet potato and coconut milk and fish and tofu crackers. Okay, so that's all about the ASEAN China Fair 2019 celebrated in Beijing. So this is your reporter Dora reporting you from MI Radio, and see you again.
That's a report on ASEAN China Fair 2019. Well, finally, we got our last report on Chinese embassy's donation of ambulances for Jiaotou Township. In Zhaopiu Township, where armed conflicts are occurring, there is difficulty in taking the injured people to hospitals in time because only one ambulance is available. Therefore, the Chinese embassy donated 2 ambulances to Pyuzin Mitta Humanitarian Association, which is the active volunteer group in Zhaotou Township. Dora Swizin shares more information with us.
The Embassy of the People's Republic of China donated 2 ambulances to Pyuzin Mitta Humanitarian Association for Zhaotou Township, Rakhine State. Dr. Somya Ang Foundation added as an intermediary between 2 sides to fulfill the need of ambulances in Zhaotou. The donation ceremony was held at Signature Restaurant on 23rd August. It was attended by Councillor Mr. Yan Xiaozhen from Chinese Embassy, members of Dr. Somya Ang Foundation and Pyuzin Mitta Humanitarian Association. Because of the armed conflicts happening in Rakhine State, the residents are injured and the process of medical care is in need. In Zhaotou Township, which has about 300,000 population, there is only 1 ambulance, so it is difficult to take the injured people to the hospital in time.
Zhaotou representative of our foundation has informed us last year about this issue. In December 2018, we witnessed the death of many residents in the case of armed conflicts because they could not reach the hospital and get proper medical care in time. So the need of ambulance became more serious. I approached many organizations for the donation. Finally, I requested the Chinese embassy and they agreed to donate 2 ambulances for Zhaotou.
Our humanitarian association is helping for taking patients to the hospital not only from Zhaotou Township but also from other townships in Rakhine State. We also pick up the patients from restricted conflict areas. We go to the refugees camp to take the persons who are in need of medical care to the hospital. Transportation fee is free. We use the fund of our association for all expenses.
The patients are usually taken to the public hospitals in Zhaotou or Sidri. In some cases, it is necessary to transfer them to the hospitals in Yangon.
Because of the curfew law, at night it is difficult to carry the injured person by other cars. It is not possible to carry many people at the same time with 1 ambulance. Therefore, the donation of 2 ambulances by Chinese Embassy is so helpful.
Chinese Embassy is helping the community which is in need. Last year in August, Chinese Embassy reconstructed 2 bridges in Rakhine State, which made the transportation better for the residents.
Foundation
Our foundation is working together with Chinese Embassy for almost 2 years. The embassy helps us after checking the accurate necessity for the community. Not only in Zhaotou Township, Chinese Embassy is giving help to the necessary places. Through the contact of the embassy, students from the Chinese Academy of Science in Beijing will come to Zhaopiu to conduct research on water sanitation.
According to Pyuzin Mitta Humanitarian Association, in some areas, land transport cannot be used and they have to depend on waterway transport, which make more difficult in carrying the patients. Therefore, they are searching for help to make the waterway transport convenient. This is Dora Swizin from MI Radio.
That's all the reports we have for today. Let's have a look around on the international landscape. Starting from June, Hong Kong's opposition and some radical forces have used the pretext of peaceful demonstration to engage in violent protests, pushing the city to the brink.
Demonstrations, which started in June, repeatedly became violent clashes under the instigation of individuals with ulterior motives. Some radicals surrounded Hong Kong police headquarters. They disrupted government agencies. They ransacked the Legislative Council building. On June 9th, demonstrators started to protest against the proposed amendments. In the wee hours of June 10th, well-organized radical protesters started attacking the Legco building, blocking roads, and assaulting police officers. 8 policemen were injured. On June 12th, an illegal rally started around Admiralty. Well-organized protesters assaulted officers with bricks, homemade spears, injuring 22 police officers. Some radical members stayed around the Legco building until midnight, assaulting officers with even patrol bombs. Though police exercised restraint, the protesters continually assaulted their line of defense and forced police to use appropriate force to disperse demonstrators. HKSAR Chief Executive Carrie Lam announced on June 15th that the HKSAR government will suspend amending the ordinances concerning the transfer of fugitive offenders.
保安局局長今日會致函立法會主席，收回就條例草案恢復二讀辯論嘅預告。換句話講，立法會大會就住處理條例草案嘅工作會暫停，直至我哋完成溝通解說同埋聆聽意見為止。
On June 21st, even after the HKSAR government announced that it had halted the amendments, extremist protesters surrounded police headquarters and wreaked havoc. On June 26th, a few fanatics instigated demonstrators to storm police headquarters for the second time.
"一小撮极端激进分子在7月1号晚上用暴力冲击立法会大楼，并且大肆的进行破坏，场面触目惊心。
佢哋為咗一己嘅政治目的，擾亂香港秩序，行為係超出香港人嘅底線。
對於示威暴徒公然破壞法治，並企圖踐踏立法會，以致香港特區同國家嘅尊嚴，我哋建制派議員一致作出最嚴厲嘅譴責。示威者嘅暴力行為已經遠遠超越和平表達訴求嘅底線，警方表示極度遺憾，並予以最嚴厲譴責。
暴力唔會帶俾香港任何嘅結果，或者達唔到任何嘅事情㗎。希望大家同心協力譴責暴力。
中方維護國家主權、安全和發展利益的決心堅定不移，維護香港繁榮穩定的決心堅定不移，堅決反對外部勢力干預的態度也堅定不移。
In other news, countries have agreed to strengthen protections for 18 threatened species of sharks and rays, including those hunted for their meat and fins. The proposal was passed at the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species on Sunday. The newly protected species include mako sharks, wedge fishes, and guitar fishes. A demand for shark fin soup is one of the driving factors in the depleting numbers of sharks in the ocean. The proposal, which was tabled by Mexico and requires ratification this week, means that the species can no longer be traded unless it can be proven that their fishing will not impact the possibility of their survival. The number of sharks killed each year in commercial fisheries is estimated at 100 million, with a range between 63 million and 273 million, according to the Pew Trust. With the Amazon forest now being consumed by the forest fires and the ocean creatures being hunted and killed, I think it's time we question our own actions and make time for some self-reflection. And that's a wrap on Myanmar Today. Catch the show on MITV every evening, Monday to Friday at 8:30. You can also join me on MI Radio from 7:30 a.m. to 8 a.m., 1 to 1:30 p.m. and from 7:30 to 8 in the evening. Don't forget to drop your comments and messages on our Facebook posts. We'll be back with more news and reports. Thank you for joining us. I am Henry Zin. Have a great day, everyone.